Ready? I guess this is the first episode.
Yep. Welcome to the Put the Kids to Bed podcast. This is your first episode. We are your hosts.
I'm Demi.
And I'm Derek, or Scotty. We're already doing too much. We appreciate y'all so much for tapping in with us. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We got a lot of concepts, topics, ideas. We'll have different guests.
Hopefully we'll have a lot of guests. Hopefully.
Hopefully we're...
You said that very confidently, like we have it locked and loaded.
We do have it locked. If it's going, we already had questions. Like, we're gonna have a lot of guests. We're gonna have a good time with y'all, and we're gonna be able to speak on a lot of things. So, go ahead and we can get started and talk about why we're starting the podcast and some of the different things that made us and inspired us to go ahead and be able to share with you guys a lot of the things that we talk about on a daily basis. So, I'm gonna let you kind of open up with your why story.
Okay, so I guess I can kind of say, like, it's all in the name. Like, for me, I want this podcast to kind of feel like our kids have gone to sleep and, like, all the stuff we talk about, like, as we're winding down our day, or, like, as, like, you know, like a young married couple after we put our kids to bed. Like, who are we outside of our kids? And our kids are a big aspect of our lives, but I feel like we're very social people. We had to grow up really fast. There's not a lot of people we know that are, like, kind of in the situation that we're in. So I feel like we kind of have a lot of knowledge just from life experiences at our age. So that's kind of why I want to start it. I just like to yap. And so this is a great yapping platform for me.
Right. We could just, this is the type of stuff that we like just have in our car. Like we just be talking or just driving and doing this or doing that. So you could be able to share these things with y'all. Being able to go into my why story, there's a lot of times where I bore her to death, turning on my podcast, like sports podcasts or different things. And then we realize there's not a lot of things dedicated for both parties. Man, woman, or like man partner, woman partner, whoever is in those people in that car for a group setting where you can really just tap into and be able to have open conversation and everybody have something that reflects upon them. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to be able to share with y'all and be able to talk about these things. So
I also want to add that I'm chronically online and consuming other people's media, and I'm always like, oh, I should have done that, or oh, that's such a good idea, like, why didn't I do X, Y, and Z, or like feeling like it's too saturated of a market, so now I can't, like, try my hand at it. But, like, I feel like me and just our generation in general needs to get out of the mindset of, like, you can't do something because everybody else is doing it, and now it's like a monetized whatever type of thing. Like, you can still try your hand at it because, like, you just never know how it's gonna go.
I got a question for you though. When it comes to monetization, do you care that much about like monetizing, or would you rather just be able to like speak freely about your like whatever?
No, I'm not saying I care about monetizing. I'm saying, like, in a world full of, like, influencers, so to speak, like, let's just generalize it like that. It's hard to want to put yourself out there because you are not going to automatically get the insights and get the action and get the clicks. Like, you look, it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. Like, when people first asked me, like, oh, you guys are starting a podcast, I kind of had to be like, yeah, it's just for fun, it's just for fun, it's just for fun. Like,
but nah, fuck that.
But, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's also, like, you can try, like, if you have an idea. I guess all I was trying to say with that is, if you have an idea and it's something you want to do, you should try it, no matter, like, what you think other people.
I learned that a lot from music.
Yeah.
Like, if you got 10 people that like your song, you rock out with them 10 people. It might be 50 for the next song. It might be 100. You know what I'm saying? The numbers never really matter too much, because if you got people that support you, whether it's 1 or whether it's 1,000, whether it's 1 million, it's good vibes, good energy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Do you want to get to some of these questions?
Yeah, you guys asked us some questions on Instagram. From my page and your page.
Mm-hmm. So how do you want to do it? Do you want to do it where I'm asking you my questions, you ask me your questions, or do you want to both answer some of these questions?
Let's just kind of both answer some questions, and then some we don't have to, like, if we got the same on both page, we could just, obviously say it one time.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we're going to pick out our phones. And I'm going to let you go first, because ladies go first, of course, always.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read mine in order. We can kind of...
Okay, I'll read mine in order, too.
get through some, and then the other ones we can might take a little bit of time on, depending on the concept.
Okay, my first question.
Yikes.
Are y'all ever gonna get a pet?
I want a dog right now.
I feel like I have my hands full with kids. I don't need a pet.
Right.
I don't want to say never, and that's just not right now.
Right. I be feeling like the more things that you give kids that can distract them or like take up their time or like kind of keep them interested and do different things like that, I feel like it becomes a lot, but at the same time, that 30 minutes where they want to run outside with a dog or do something like that will really be like helpful. And it teaches them like minor responsibilities. I know they like clean up after themselves and put their own clothes on and do stuff like that, but I feel like it will be fun for that reason. I don't know if I want a big dog or a small dog yet, but I do want a dog. And if you hear our kids in the background, this is Put the Kids to Bed podcast, but our kids are awake.
We're actually sleeping.
So let me, go ahead. I'll be right back. I'm going to tap in with her and see if she's good. And then I'll be right back.
This is like if we had sponsorships, like we could just skip to ads, but we don't. So you guys are left with me. This is
Okay, just keep watching your show, baby. Are you okay? You want to go in the room with brother? Okay, come on in the room with brother.
This is real.
His name Cal. Say what's up.
Cal, why is he here?
We shooting a podcast. He always asks questions like that. Okay, you guys give us a little bit more time and we're almost going to be done, okay?
No.
You guys don't get in the camera, okay? We'll let you guys get in the camera on the next episode, okay? And Cal's going to shoot it, okay? And then you can tell everybody what's up and show everybody your cool outfit and what you like. And you can talk about all your stuff. You could be our next guest. Cool?
I'm going to talk about football.
Okay, you going to talk about football? All right, bet. What were we talking about?
Pets, but we need to cap it at that. Maybe in the future.
Right. Dogs, cats, doesn't matter for you?
I hate cats, but if my whole family wanted a cat, I would just make sure it stayed away from me.
All right, cool. I got a good one. First impression of each other.
My first impression was like, aw, he's cute and nice. What can he say? He's cute and he's nice. So yeah, that's my first impression.
Cute and nice. So I would say for you, I would say you're funny. Like you're goofy. And you know, I'm goofy in my own ways when I want to be, but you were goofy. Like first time seeing you were just in your own world. I could tell you were confident in that sense. You know what I'm saying? You had a good personality, so I like that. That was really cool to me, and of course pretty. But.
Okay, so my next question is, have you had any moments where you're like, damn, I'm turning into my parents?
Hell yeah.
All the time.
For real, like.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's there's a lot of good, and then there's a lot of I'm turning into my parents. Yeah. Hell yeah. But we have really cool parents, I would say. Really different, but at the same time really cool. They have a good relationship where they can like kick it and show up at like cookouts or house parties and stuff like that. Guys, quick question for you. Can you please go in one of your rooms, either mommy and daddy's room or your room? Because the mic is going to be able to hear you guys all in the camera. And then everybody who listens to us is going to hear in the background. And then while that's cool, just give us like 5 minutes, okay? And then we eat a big snack. You guys want ice cream sandwiches? Okay, 5 minutes and then we eat ice cream sandwiches, okay? Cool, appreciate it. Thank you. Right.
Yes, sometimes I do feel like I'm acting like my mom or my dad, but that's to be expected.
Would you say it's your mom more or your dad?
Mainly my mom, but sometimes my dad, and more of like my attitude type of way. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm acting like my dad right now. Yeah. But then in like my little like, quirky type of ways, I think my mom.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
I just asked.
Oh, you did? That's that Zah hitting it. All right, cool. Who is more likely to fall asleep during a long sermon? Yeah, I got you.
It's super good.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up right now. Go ahead. I'll be right back.
me, I'm most likely to fall asleep during anything. So. And then again, I would get anxiety that everyone's like, oh my God, she's sleeping. I am sleeping. So the anxious feeling of like people are going to be watching me overshadows the thought of like actually falling asleep. How about you? Welcome back.
Thanks. What was your answer?
I said, I think me because I'm most likely to fall asleep anywhere. But then I said like the anxiety of other people seeing that I'm sleeping would stop.
Like I feel like you be scared. You would be scared to fall asleep. Where okay, so hour 30 is not bad. Anything past the hour 30,
You're done.
yeah, you asking me to go to sleep at that point because I'm sorry, but you gotta break it up. You gotta give me if it get too long, you gotta give me a worship song in the middle. You gotta throw something in there for me to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get back in my groove and kind of snap me back in. But some pastors are really good at keeping you locked in, like keywords and like knowing when to hit, when to turn it up a little bit. And that's a skill, honestly. And I've seen that in a lot of churches that I've been through, where some of them just have me. I'm 30 minutes in, I'm like this, but some pastors do a really good job of keeping you locked in. So, cool.
Okay, my next question is, what are y'all's guilty pleasures?
I got a lot.
I feel like one we have together is reality TV. Mm-hmm. We love a good reality TV show.
Trash reality TV
Trash.
show,
Think the trashiest reality TV show where you pay like a penny to get into the platform, like Zeus or something. And then, yeah, that's us.
You want what? Can you do them this time while I'm answering this question? Thank you. What's the question? What's the question? Guilty pleasure. Late night snacks. I'm not gonna be all food related, so I'm gonna sound like a fat ass. But late night snacks, sweets, candy, spending money for no reason, retail therapy, going to a walk around the mall, acting like you're going window shop and then you end up buying something because fuck it, why not? Reality TV is definitely a good one. Bad music. I think I'm a big fan of like whatever is popular, like the little TikTok songs and stuff. I'll be bumping the TikTok songs in the car shamelessly. Dancing. You ever walk down the street and like you had your headphones in and you want to start dancing in the middle of like when you walking? I'm gonna hit a little jig while I'm walking down the street, or when I'm in the gym. I be jigging when I'm in the gym, cause I need to get that's helped me get through my workout. That's a guilty pleasure. Dang, it's taking her a long time. Can you go sit over there, next to Cal? No, where you want to sit at? You want to sit on the couch? Can you put the cubbies on? Come on. You good? Put the cubbies on. Sit next to mommy. No, not share the space with mommy and daddy. Sit next to mommy. You just looking at the camera too is mean to stare. Can you say hi?
It's mean to stare. Okay, first guess, I guess.
Yep. So we got our first guest, Levi. Shout out Levi, everybody. Woo! But I said a lot. It was a lot of guilty pleasures.
Okay.
It was like a list of 10.
Okay.
But you'll hear it on the recording and you can agree. Because I can't remember them, honestly.
Okay.
Cool. Is it my turn to ask a question? All right. Parenthood with one kid versus two kids.
One kid makes you feel like you're in the groove enough to have two kids. Mm-hmm. Then you have the second kid, and you're like, why did I do that?
One kid versus two kids. One kid makes you feel like, I'm here, I was tracking on that one. One kid makes you feel like you could have two.
Yeah, and then you have the second one, and it's just like,
what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. One kid is easy, but you're not going to think it's easy. And then once you start thinking that one kid is easy, you're going to be like, okay, we have a choice to make. We either have two kids if we want kids and have them close in age, or we're going to wait, and then we're going to have two kids later. So a lot of people wait. A lot of people have the discipline to wait. We did not have the discipline to wait. So we ended up having two kids. And Levi came, and she was a lot.
And she's, as you can see, our first guest. So.
But we love it, and it's a good time. It's way more good times than it is times where you're like, shit, this is too much. So they be having a good time, and they're your kids, so they're gonna be however you are. So if you're like born, your kids are gonna be born. If you're fun, your kids are gonna be fun. If you like to have a good time, your kids are gonna like to have a good time. If you're a jokester, your kid is gonna be the same way as you are. So because they're literally you, and they see you all day long. So. Damn, hit me with the K, real quick. No, I'm playing. K, shut the fuck up, nigga. You talking too much.
I mean, you did.
I was going. I did. I be
already.
yapping. I'm sorry. I be yapping a little bit, but yeah, we gonna get through it.
Do you want to pick like 2 questions more each?
Yeah, 2 more each. That's cool. Oh no, keep on going. We got 4 more each.
Okay.
We got through intros really quickly.
My next one is more babies. I got that a lot, actually.
Damn, why y'all want us to have more kids? You want more babies, sissy? What does that mean? You want a phone? You want him? You want your iPad? Okay. You want me to go set it up on the charger, or? But if you're up, you need to take that passy out your mouth. You don't need it. If you're gonna be up and asking us questions and talking a whole bunch to us, Mommy setting up your iPad. You gonna go in there with her? Don't be a brat. Go ahead. You can take your cubbies too. Go ahead. Bye, sissy. Love you. I love you. Oh, attitude. I love you. Thank you. You see that attitude? Snatch the covers and just and me mug me. Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Leo Visuals in the background, man. Shout out to the production team. We got Leo Visuals in the back cooking us up, helping us out with all the stuff. I'm going to answer a couple of these questions. Did she already ask one? You're not listening to us, are you?
Yeah. Babies.
Babies, more babies. No, that's my answer. We ain't having no more kids no time soon. I will say that. We gotta catch up. Like, I feel like a lot of adults did not have kids, and when you don't have kids, you're able to be a little bit more selfish and dedicate a lot more time to yourself, and dedicate a lot more time to your career, your craft, physical, mental, spiritual, all of that. And I feel like when you have kids, you literally give like a piece of yourself into your kids. So if I'm operating at 100% just me, well, when you have a partner or spouse, you operate a little bit less than 100%, I would say. So you're giving 50-50 to your partner because y'all are one. And then you give a little bit more to your kids. So I have one kid, now I'm giving 50 to my wife, or now I'm splitting that between 25 wife, 25 kid. And then at some point, you start giving less to yourself, especially like newborns and like kids and all of that stuff. So you go from 50, now you all the way down at 30 because you got to give 30 sometimes to wife, 40 sometimes to newborn, 30 sometimes to the other baby and stuff like that. So like you spend a lot of time like that where you're not operating at full capacity. And then they start getting older and you can move a little bit differently. You can be a little bit more selfish with your time, but also still cater to them because they're a little bit more self-serviceable. Here she come. We thought we got her, but she's back. She loves the podcast already. Okay, so I'll answer more kids. I gave a lot of reasons why we wouldn't be having any right now. Mm-hmm. But if we pop up on Instagram with another kid, just know I lied. That's all I'm saying. But we're trying. No more kids for right now.
Yes. Whatever he said to back that up, I agree. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Do you have a favorite child? In parentheses, honest answer, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
No, I feel like our kids show love and
Nike jacket.
thanks in different ways. So like, it's
pink.
Thank
I
you.
like this.
This is my microphone.
Microphone.
Whereas our daughter, as you can
hair.
clearly see, is attached.
At the hip.
My hair.
Yes.
Can you let mommy talk without cutting her off? Give her 5 seconds. Count to 5. Um, yes, I think we do, but I think it's not. I think you share enough time with the favorite kids, splitting them apart. Like I feel like when I want to go play or do something, that's my phone. Stop trying to. You're the ops. Why are you trying to always give my phone to mommy? Why you like that? Why you playing? Why you picking sides? But I feel like when I want to play, when I want to do something fun or like go out and play rough, like as a man, that's my son, of course. Like, but I feel like when I want to cuddle or when I want to do stuff like that, watch movies, she'll lay down and watch a whole movie with me. Well, my son will kick me and punch me mid movie, stomach, face, like does not care. So like, or when it's time to watch the game, he's getting more into football now and stuff like that. I watch a lot of football, but she'll sit down and watch a whole game with me and just chill, and deals with me, my cussing and my stomping and all that stuff. But he'll be ready to play and stuff like that. So you have different favorites for different things. I feel like I want to say one is easier to do and one is harder to do. It's just like depending on what you're doing. So I think that's what my favorites are.
The next question I have says, "What's the secret to what?"
It's like a what's your okay? You answer first.
I can't it.
No, you answer first because I don't even know what the secret is
What's
too.
the secret like to the good vibes to what we got?
Oh, I will say, do you want to do your iPad?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go your turn?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, give me your answer, but say it loud so I can listen.
Okay. Is it loud enough?
Yep, it's loud.
Go ahead. Go with Daddy.
No.
I thought you were gonna go do your iPad. Yeah, Daddy's gonna do it. I'm supposed to be saying my answer to the secret. The secret, if you're asking like, I don't know. Hi.
What are you?
A microphone.
What's microphone?
I'm getting distracted.
Y'all, please don't make me get mad at y'all while we're shooting this podcast. Can we go in our room for 10 more minutes, please? Daddy doesn't want to get upset. So can you please go in the room? Yes.
Is your iPad on?
I ask you too. Your iPad's on and it's on.
Come on, I'll walk you to the iPad.
Come with that.
Don't let me get frustrated.
In the camera, look funny. You see her legs fly up again.
I will say, I think if I'm answering this question correctly, I would say commitment because it's very hard and a lot of times you don't want to, but there's a bigger, better picture out there somewhere and that most people only care about surface level things nowadays, I feel like, but we got together like when people were still decent humans, I feel like. If that's no tea, no shade.
What happened? What you no tea and no shading about?
I said that if I'm answering the question the way I think it's meant to be perceived, I'm like commitment because a lot of times you don't want to, but you know that like you have someone that's good and there's a bigger picture and that we got together when people were still decent humans, and that's what I was saying about no tea, no shade. And I feel like since we basically grew up together, since we got together freshman year of college, like
My sophomore year.
okay, my freshman year. I'm sure that's one of the questions.
I peeped game.
Stop, you're distracting me again. It was not about like status, money, any of that, because like we had none of that at 18 and 19. So, yeah.
I think it's 3 things, honestly. I think it's God. I think that's a big thing that goes into it. You don't know love, you don't know sacrifice until you understand God. Whichever God you believe in, I feel like all of them sacrifice. But for my God specifically,
All of them.
I feel like mine specifically, they all sacrificed in their own way, bro. Let me be. All the gods was sacrificing. But the one that I believe in personally,
But mine.
yeah, I feel like the love that God had for us by sending Jesus is a perfect example of how you can emulate your marriage. That's one. Two, I think experiences, good, bad, ugly. When you go through things together, that builds up things. Now, that's not me saying go put your partner through some shit right now. Like, that's not what I mean by experiences. Because experiences can also be, like, good experiences. Like, I feel like our vacations and, like, trips that we've taken and things that we've done are, like, staples in our marriage and our relationship. We can always look back to good times. And sharing those things with your partner is extremely important. And then intimacy and like sexual connection as well is extremely big because you want to make sure that you guys have, or you and your partner have a good like sex life, have a good connection with each other, intimate, and that you guys pour into that as well. I think that's extremely important. And it's not just the getting in the bed part, it's all that goes along with it. Like, that's why I feel like health is so important. For me, it might not be that same way for everybody. Like, some people are extremely emotional. But, like, I love seeing my girl in the gym. I love seeing her pour into herself, get her hair done, take herself to, like, classes, or pour into herself in, like, so many different ways that will help her be a better person, whether that's, like, the way she looks or whether that's the way she feels on the inside. So I think all those things are extremely important. That's 3, right? I did good. Did I meet my time cap?
You're pushing it.
Yapping, yeah, it's okay. We're literally okay. Fuck that. No. We're literally on a podcast. That's what the fuck you do. You talk, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to talk, ain't I? If I got up on this bitch and I was mute as fuck, that would be an issue. That would be a real problem. Like,
I'm not asking you.
you over here looking at me like, come on, nigga, wrap it up. But like, goddamn, I'm supposed to talk on this shit. Like, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only nigga that like listening to motherfuckers talk on the podcast.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I just asked my.
Okay, it's my go. Yeah, I'm running out of them. But okay, this is one I'm gonna ask for. It's like 2 juicy ones that I want to ask. Would either of you do a 3-year prison bid for $3 million? No. I can't protect my ass for 3 years, bro. I can't do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. 3 million is like that though, but
No.
it depends on where I was going to jail at. That's a good question. Like, if I'm going to Rikers, I don't know if I'm doing Rikers, but if I'm going to one of them like facilities where all the white collar crimes go to, like fraud and shit like that, where it's gonna be a whole bunch of businessmen, shit like that. I feel like I could operate in one of them. Be just for real, I'll be like corporate America at that point, just in jail with a whole bunch of people. You go to sleep, you wake up with them. You might got one crazy motherfucker in there, but like, you be alright. You be alright. White collar crime prison. I could do it. I could do my. Damn, 3 years is a long time.
No.
Can I subtract it? I would do 6 months for 600,000.
That wasn't the question. So
But if every month is 100,000, I could do 6 months for 600,000. I feel like that's fair. No, I'm not doing 3 years. Nah, I can't do that. Go ahead, it's yours.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find a juicy one.
Okay, let's go juicy. This is the juicy round. Last 2 rounds, juicy rounds.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit longer. We good.
I don't really have a good juicy one.
Okay, I got some more.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, cool. I'll ask this one first. Does Demi being friends with a racist Trump supporter affect your relationship? She went crazy. Can you answer that question? Yeah, you answer it first.
What?
Does Debbie being friends with a racist Trump supporter affect your relationship?
Affect me and your relationship?
No, nigga, you and Jesus. No, me and you, like our relationship.
Like, no, because
We just had a conversation.
yeah, we did, and I feel like, and correct me if you don't agree with this. I feel like at the end of the day, we knows what we know what goes on in our household. We know what we teach our kids. We know what morals we instill in them and what we go for each other. Now, like, is he like fond of the fact that like I do have friends that are openly voting for Trump or voted for Trump?
I have friends that voted for Trump as well.
So like I feel like he probably doesn't love it, but like
I can't control.
you can't control what other people do.
Yeah,
And like why would let me say this. And this is my polite way of like kind of throwing a little bit of tea. I don't really know who asked this question or whatever. But I feel like if you're in a long enough committed relationship, you should know that outside of this address and these four walls, I don't really care what other people do. So like there's nothing that anybody could do unless it like directly like, I don't know, lying, stealing, cheating, like nothing that anybody else does in their home affects this house. So
we have conversations about it, definitely. But at the same time, I feel like if that's all she hung out with, and then when she did hang out with them, that was the main topic of conversation. I feel like that would be an issue. But like for most parts, the people that I know who voted for Trump or whatever, and I have a relationship or I'm cool with them, whatever. Like when I hang out with them, we really don't be talking about that. We talk about sports, we talk about music, we talk about other things like that, life. And if my whole thing is, what's your energy towards me when I'm around? What's your energy towards me? How do I feel like your energy towards me would be when I'm not around? If you're down talking me, if I feel like you talking behind my back, if I feel like you're a snake, then yeah, I really won't rock with you no more. But if I feel like you're a stand-up person and you voted for Trump, but like you fuck with Derek and you ain't talking about Derek behind his back and you treat me with respect and you treat my family with respect, I think that's all that matters, one. And then on top of that, when it comes to like her and her relationship with her friends or whatever like that, she has friends that are Trump supporters. She has friends that are Kamala supporters. She has friends that are Biden supporters. She got friends that are Obama supporters. Like, she got friends that are her supporter. Yeah, like, so at the end of the day, like, I ain't tripping over one friend because, like, luckily she's fortunate enough to have multiple friends. Like, fortunate enough. I know a lot of people don't have that where they are able to be liked by multiple people, but she's blessed with that, and she's blessed with a good heart. So I ain't judging her friends.
Like it's hard to say in like this whole like, can you separate like friendship?
That shit
from
is stupid as
politics?
fuck. Like,
It's like I don't know.
I listen to R. Kelly. So if niggas want to be mad at me for listening to R. Kelly, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm the most uncancelable. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Honestly, being completely honest, like, I'm not trying to be rude or be an asshole, but like, I got way too much on my fucking plate to be worried about who you voted for. Like, these bills gotta get paid, the car gotta get driven, kids gotta get taken to school, kids gotta get coached before and after school. Like, it's way more shit on my plate than who a motherfucker voted for. That shit only be for people. Let me finish this. I'm so sorry. This shit only be for people who just be looking for a reason to be mad. You ever had like a parent who like be looking for a reason to be mad, so they just walked inside of your room? Like, I feel like that's the same thing as asking who a motherfucker voted for. That's just me, and I voted blue. Like, but that's my opinion.
I feel like I need to. I voted blue. I don't know why I would vote for Trump. Whatever. If you think I voted for Trump, I didn't. I voted for Kamala, even though that doesn't matter, and I shouldn't have to disclose who I voted for. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Who cares? And only other thing I want to say about this topic, and then I feel like we should move on, is that you could vote for somebody and then like be a completely like, say you voted for Kamala and then you're a horrible person. Like, you're genuinely a bad person. but you voted for Kamala.
I fuck with them.
Like,
that game.
I don't understand.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's more about who you are as a person, and like everybody had to vote for. I feel like in this election was the lesser of the two evils. I feel like they both.
For one of the evils.
Yeah, like this is all a game. This is all I care about. My husband and my kids. I don't care about politicians. Go ahead, and I'll ask one more.
Cool. What advice do you have on not getting complacent in marriage? I think that's a very, very good question. Shout out my boy, man. Shout out whoever asked that question. But
I feel like for me, it's like a multiple. Okay, on a very trivial level, because I could go super deep, but this is the super trivial level. That there's like a bunch of people out here that look good. Like I know that he could go somewhere and like I'm not the only fish in the sea. That's not me. I've never been one to think that like he would just never. He keeps up with himself. He's well off. He's educated. Why would I be like the only person in his radius? So that's like basic, but then also like you love this person and you want the best for them, so like why wouldn't you present them with the best?
yeah, I agree. What I won't do, somebody else will. Like for you. For you especially, like you look good. Like you look good, you take care of yourself, you got a good job, you work hard. Like I think you would have a very well-sized roster if we weren't married to each other. So like I think if you wanted to, but yeah, I think the biggest part about not getting complacent is if you love your partner and you don't want your marriage to get complacent, you kind of have to force yourself, and that falls on both partners as well. Because there's seasons where like I don't feel like doing shit, and she's the one that's like kind of leading a charge and different things. It doesn't always have to be. For me, it's normally fitness. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, but it's like I kind of rock with mental, physical, spiritual. I say that all the time, but like that's my main three things. So that's what I focus on always. But there's seasons where I'm not able to push as hard, or I'm not showing up at church all the time, or I'm not praying as much, or I'm not working out as much, or I'm not doing these things that are going to feed that mental side of me, whether it's a book or educating or myself on something or whatever. But she's showing up in different ways to kind of encourage me and keep me going. And I think it's the same thing for you as a partner to do the same thing for your partner and kind of lift them up in the ways that they aren't always their strong suits. So being there for them, pushing them forward and helping them, being that comforting partner, even if it's not always pushing them forward when they feel down as well, kind of supporting and being empathetic to them, or trying your best to be empathetic in your own way. So, yeah. Go ahead. You want to ask yours?
Being young, how do you balance a healthy relationship and being good parents? Hello?
My bad. I didn't know I was supposed to answer first.
I
Okay.
just glitched
I was reading some of these questions as well. There's one more I want to ask.
Okay, answer the question.
How do you balance it? You understand that it's a consistent progress and that you may be ass at one point, but you get better at it, just like anything else. I think everything is translatable in life. And if you're good at a lot of things, because of your hard work and your work ethic and your ability to understand problems and fix problems, when you have them, then you'll be fine with balancing parenthood and personal life. That's pretty much the question, right? Yeah, parenthood and personal life. I feel like if you make the effort and make the choice to do so, because every once in a while, if you try to do that with my kids, you probably struggle, but they're going to be your kids. Or like when it comes to parenthood, that you're parenting your own kids. You're not parenting somebody else's kids, and the kids don't switch. So like you understand their tendencies, their habits, what noises mean this, what noises and actions mean that when they're acting a certain way. Oh, they're tired. Like or it's 8 o'clock, your kids ain't slept all day. That's why Levi wants to hop on the couch and like play with us or be up under her mama. She's tired. It's like, so once after we film this, she probably going to bed. But that's TMI. Go ahead. Yeah, we're going to box after this. We're going to
Bro!
We're going to box, bro. You got this.
Do y'all see this? This is what I want.
Okay, you want to do that?
Y'all wanted to see what it was like, and it's... And it's this.
This is the rest of the episode right here.
Okay, so that's gonna distract me. I will say you don't balance it when you become a young parent, similar to when you become a teen parent. You give up that portion of your life. You just find ways to kind of like plop it in here and there. It helps if you have people that can help you out. I don't know what you would do.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You make a good point.
Like you don't. Like you figure it, like if you live somewhere where you have family and friends, you utilize your family and friends. If you live somewhere where you don't, you use babysitters. I don't know. Like
babysitters, you make friends, you connect with people in the community.
like it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Some people choose to have kids young. Some people choose to not. It's like you know what you're doing when you do it, so you just make it work. You have 2 people. Well, we have 2 people. You have insert X amount of people, depending on you, and then it just is what it is. Like you just show up. You have to.
All right, this is my last question. You can ask one more if you would like to after. But album of the year rankings. Demi says that she doesn't like music, which is a lie because if I went on her Spotify rap right now, it would be a whole bunch of music. So she likes to tell me that she doesn't listen to music, but she secretly does. And I want to know her top 5 albums.
Okay, this is the thing. I'll say I do listen to music, but like to say I would know the album name.
Songs. Go songs, I'll go albums. I think that's fair. Your top 5 favorite songs.
Of the year?
Of the year.
They had to come out this year.
Nah, they had to come out next year.
Can you go first and I do some research?
Okay. Unfortunately, Gunna 101 is my number 1, of course, because I played it the most. I don't think it's number 1, but obviously my actions speak louder than my words, and I played it way more than any other tape. So I think that I like Tyler the Creator's album at number 2. GNX at 3. We Don't Trust You at 4. Future. Did Dawn drop this year? Did Hearthstone Psycho drop this year too? I think. I'm going to put Hearthstone Psycho at number 5. So my list is 101, Chromacopia, GNX, We Don't Trust You, / We Still Don't Trust You, and then Hearthstone Psycho at number 5. You got a list? I know I missed something. I know I missed something crazy, and I might get attacked for it.
I don't know. I don't like this question.
Okay, give me your top 5, your favorite artists right now. Can you do that? Is that doable?
My favorite artist right now?
Right now. The struggle.
I don't know, but I can say...
Who was you listening to the most recently? Plays music.
No, I'm trying to do my Spotify Wrapped right now, guys.
What, bro?
Hi, Demi Shackleford Scott.
Okay, go ahead.
It's that time of year again. Wrapped, ready. Are you? Life moves fast.
Don't read the whole. It's like 13 slides. Just go to your top 5 most listened songs. Oh, you was on that V's? Yeah.
Okay, so it says my top artists are Janae Aiko, Bluey, Glorilla,
Shout out Bluey.
DaBaby, and Big X the Plug.
Okay. So Janae, Bluey. Who's number 6? Did they have number 6 up there? Because I be playing my music for the kids on Apple Music, so that's why mine actually have 5. What's your songs? Play the songs.
No.
You gotta tell me.
I'll tell you when we're done.
No, you gotta tell me. You gotta say it and we cut it out if it's that embarrassing.
Bluey theme song.
Okay. That's a vibe. That's a banger.
Guidance.
Chris
That's Janae.
Brown.
Tummy Hurts. Meet the Sixers.
Okay. Meet the Sixers.
And Ain't That a Bitch.
Ain't That a Bitch is a banger. That a Bitch is a banger. The baby song?
Yeah.
And Meet the Sixers by Big X. Cool. What up, baby girl? We about to be done. We wrapping it up right now. Do you want to say bye-bye to everybody? It died? Well, thank y'all once again for tapping in with us. Put the Kids to Bed podcast. Once again, I am your host, and this is also my host.
What?
You're supposed to say your name, girl. Why you ready to be offended?
Yeah, I'm Demi.
And I'm Derek. Thank you guys so much for tapping in with us. If we didn't answer your question, we are so sorry. We'll get to it on the following episode, and we look forward to seeing you guys. So, have a great rest of y'all night, day, whatever time it is for you, but it's nighttime for us, and our kids need to go to bed. So y'all have a great night.
I ain't been outside in a minute, I'm trying to be low-key. Made my city great before the MAGA hats and GOP. When she put that comfort on by B, she trying to CO me. Let me find out, take a little time out. Everywhere I go, it's pocket change, I bring them dimes out. I don't let nobody cook for me, I'd rather dine out. Praying every day, but God, I know that it's my time now.